This episode is sponsored by Dr. Larry Burnside Family Dental. More about that after the video. Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Straight chillin'.
Hey, buddy.
What are you gonna do? It's adventure, y'all.
You look right at home on this water.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Pascale,
And Mo.
Art of Adventure.
Back at you.
Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're paddling in the Jacksonville area. This is a really cool one, so come along with us. Don't have a boat, don't have a stand-up paddle? Don't worry, there's a new program in Jacksonville we're gonna tell you all about. Who knew?
So good.
And we're gonna show you two things we never paddle without. Come on, let's go.
Let's go.
Remember that feeling as a kid when the best adventures unfolded in your own backyard? That's the feeling I have today.
It's not a bad office today.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. So we're going to check this place out.
I grew up in the Mandarin suburb of Jacksonville, right along Julington Creek. Mandarin Park, now known as Tommy Hazouri Senior Park after one of our former mayors, still feels just like home. And today, this park is our launch point for adventure. How about that?
Look at that.
That might be the easiest kayak launch we've ever used. And it's free to park and launch here. Let's go! Garmin, I'm remembering. Pro tip. I like to use Garmin to track my paddles. It's a free app. You can track your distance and check your location on the map. Today we're starting just east of the St. Johns River and just west of the Julington Creek Bridge and Marina.
See what we can find today. It is super pretty over here.
If you like wildlife, this paddle is for you. On any given day, you're likely to see dolphins, manatees, turtles, alligators, and lots of different kinds of fish and birds. Happy place, happy face. We start by paddling under the Julington Creek Bridge, heading east. Our goal today is to make it deep into the creek where I spent a lot of my time as a kid. As we make our way to the first big landmark, let me tell you about a new pilot program that just might help get you on the water in North Florida. You don't even need your own kayak or stand-up paddleboard. Check this out. It's called PADL, PADL. This is a self-service kiosk that you can find in 8 parks in Northeast Florida, including Tommy Hazouri Senior Park and Castaway Island Preserve in Jacksonville. You can also find them at Camp Chawinwa Park in Green Cove Springs and Doctors Lake Park in Fleming Island. This is a perfect way to explore local waterways. You don't have to worry about transporting anything, and it starts at just $25 an hour. You get the boat, the paddle, and the life jacket. If you plan to spend a lot of time on the water, PADL offers monthly memberships too. We'll include information on how you can download the app and check for this program in your city in the description for this video. Okay, you don't want to miss that landmark. We're heading towards the V. So to your left, you have Julington Creek, and to your right, you have Durbin Creek. We're heading to Julington Creek. The land that sits between the two creeks is known as Julington-Durbin Preserve. This natural oasis starts at the confluence of the two creeks and stretches to include 9 miles of shoreline. Wildlife in the preserve include bald eagles, osprey, bobcats, deer, gopher tortoises, and manatees have been known to swim along the shoreline in both creeks. The preserve does have walking and biking paths, but the best way to enter is by car on the east side of the preserve off Bartram Park Boulevard. So the water is where we'll be taking in all the sights today.
You look right at home on this water. Heard that. Let's go.
Shortly after the split, you'll notice another boat ramp on your left. This is the Hood Landing Launch. It's also free to use and another spot you can put in the water if you want to shave a couple miles off your trip or save that time to paddle deeper into the creek.
Clark's Fish Camp. Right there.
This was the spot for seafood when I was growing up. That's where I learned I love crab legs. Hurricane season after hurricane season took its toll. The restaurant finally closed in 2022 after 47 years in business. Clark's was also well known for its strange taxidermy. You can still see some through the windows. So weird.
Manatees! Hey, buddies!
We're just about 3 miles into the paddle,
Hey!
and the living wildlife are starting to show face.
4 or 5.
The manatees are so cute. Couple small ones too. Just munching away on that seagrass. Super curious, coming over to see what we're up to.
Hey, buddy! Hey! Hey, buddy!
This part of the paddle is gorgeous. You really get a sense for just how serene and peaceful this area has been throughout time. Growing up in Mandarin, it always felt like we were a million miles away from everything. And we kind of were. I mean, I used to ride my horse 6 miles from the stables to my neighborhood. Not a care in the world. Now, not so much. But here on Julington Creek, it's just how I remember it. It is so nice to see that this place has not changed. Pristine, beautiful, still a lot of nature. I was kind of worried it'd be all developed by now. I just haven't seen it from this perspective in a long time. I love it. Home sweet home. We make our turn just shy of 4 miles. We know we have the west wind and rising tide to fight on the way back. Pro tip, we use a free app called Tides. It's always good to know if you'll be paddling with the flow of the water or against it. Right now, the timing of the incoming tide is not in our favor. Here's one thing about Florida. If you're always waiting for the perfect tide and the perfect wind, the perfect weather, you'll never do anything. So today we took the sunshine, but we knew we'd be paddling against the current and against the wind. What are you gonna do? It's adventure, y'all. Here are a few more pro tips for making the most of your day on Julington Creek. Make sure you bring plenty of water, snacks, and sunscreen. Now that Clark's is closed, there's really nowhere else to stop if you need something. No one will check your cooler at the kayak launch, but please don't bring any disposable items on the water with you. There are different parking lots for the boat ramp and the kayak launch at Hazouri Park, so make sure you park closer to the kayak launch. Bring a dolly. There's 100 yards or so between the parking lot and the water. The paddle kiosk is just a few feet away from the kayak launch. The park has brick and mortar bathrooms, a playground, and hiking trails. And here they are, 2 things we never paddle without: a Lifestraw and an emergency blanket. Both can buy you valuable time if you get into trouble on the water. Luckily, we didn't need either today. Garmin shows we paddled 7.2 miles and spent just more than 3 hours on the water. Home can feel like so many things. A comfort zone, a safe space. Sometimes all it takes is a sound,
Hey, beautiful.
a smell, a feeling, and boom, you're back. Back where your dreams began. And adventure? Well, adventure was endless. Get out there, y'all.
It's not too late.
Go have an adventure.
Come on now.
Special thanks to Dr. Larry Burnside for sponsoring today's video.
Absolutely.
His dental office is actually just a couple blocks from the marina, right off San Jose Boulevard. Dr. Burnside's been my dentist for more than 20 years. I adore him. You can call him for all general dentistry, from cleanings to whitening to extractions and root canals. His contact info is right there on the screen. I'll also add it to the video description below. That's also where you can find information about our merch, any of the products we use, or places we showed you today.
A lot of good stuff on there.
We hope you found this video helpful. If you did, hit that like button.
What are we doing?
Go ahead and subscribe, you're already there.
You're not subscribed?
Right?
What are we doing?
We want our experiences to help make your next adventure epic.
That's why we're out here.
That's what our adventure's all about.
Facts.
All that's left for you to do,
Come
tell
on.
him, babe.
Just go get it.
Go get it, y'all.